Guys, you probably think this winter would be quiet for the Toronto Blue Jays. But hold on, Blue Jays Nation. Can you believe what just exploded across MLB? One of the most respected insiders in the United States just dropped the boldest prediction of the entire offseason. The Blue Jays are expected to sign a superstar for $460 million. And his name? Kyle Tucker. Bob Nightingale didn't just mention the outfielder. He stated, loud and clear, that Tucker is going to end up in Toronto, signing a contract that would make the Rogers center shake down to its foundations. And that, my friends, changes everything for the future of our lineup. Hello, Jay Nation. Welcome to Blue Jays Nation News, your place for the latest updates on the Toronto Blue Jays. What I'm about to reveal here could redefine our path toward the next championship since 1993, and you won't want to miss any of it. Stay tuned, because this $460 million bomb impacts the rotation, the bullpen, the payroll, and the entire competitive timeline of the Jays. So go ahead and hit the like button, drop your prediction in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single explosive update. If there's one thing we've learned over the last 2 years, is that the Blue Jays are not satisfied with almost. After an epic playoff run and securing the core by extending Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the front office made it clear Toronto is hunting for any spark that can turn a contender into a champion. And that's where Kyle Tucker comes in. Picture the scene. The offseason begins, the market heats up, teams start throwing money around like confetti, and in the middle of that storm, Nightingale drops. I think he's in Toronto. This is not shallow speculation. This is someone with direct access to the heart of MLB saying Tucker fits in the Jays clubhouse, and that the players themselves have opened the door for free agents to see Toronto as a desirable destination. And what came next, nobody expected. The Athletic threw gasoline on the fire by projecting a 12-year, $460 million contract for Tucker. That number isn't just big, it's historic. It's franchise-altering. And here's where the deep analysis comes in. Tucker is a 4-time All-Star, elite in plate discipline, slugging, and right field defense. He isn't just a reinforcement. He would be the second offensive pillar next to Vlad Jr., forming a duo that combined would surpass $1 billion in investment. This would send a clear message to the entire MLB. Toronto is officially in World Series or bust mode. But what about the scenarios? Let's go. Optimistic. The Jays sign Tucker. Keep Bichette for another year or pull off a smart trade, add rotation depth, and enter 2026 with the most feared lineup in MLB. The offense gains instant balance, contact, power, OBP, and clutch presence. The AL East goes into panic mode. Cautious. $460 million locks up a significant portion of the payroll. You secure a superstar but limit space for bullpen upgrades, depth, and long-term rotation improvements. The window becomes more aggressive, but shorter. Front office vision. Money has never been the problem. Timing has. And Tucker fits the timeline perfectly. Physical prime, immediate impact profile, and built-in chemistry with key players. Toronto can finally break the narrative that it can't land elite free agents. Before we continue, hit that like button right now if you think an all-star outfielder is exactly what Vlad and the lineup need to get back on the World Series stage. Now get ready. The past few years prove that big stars avoided Toronto not because of money, but because of competitive uncertainty. That's over. After this playoff run, the message is clear. The Jays are fun, united, and championship material. And Tucker, according to Nightingale, sees that. If this prediction comes true, we're looking at the biggest signing in franchise history, and possibly the most impactful move since Roberto Alomar put on the blue and white. Now that the dust is settled, take a deep breath, Jay Nation, because what's at stake here goes far beyond a billion-dollar contract. We're talking identity, ambition, and a question that will define this entire era of Blue Jays baseball. Is Toronto ready to become a permanent powerhouse? If Tucker arrives, and Nightingale swears he believes he will, the Jays stop being a good team on the verge of breaking through and become an offensive machine with more than a decade of impact ahead. But I want to hear from you. Would you pay $460 million to see Kyle Tucker wearing blue and white? Should Blue Jays Nation prioritize generational talent at any cost or roster flexibility to build depth? Drop your opinion in the comments. Subscribe to Blue Jays Nation News. Hit the notification bell and get ready, because if this prediction becomes reality, we'll be witnessing the biggest offseason in Toronto's history. Let's go Blue Jays.